What's up, all you crazies out there? I hope y'all are fucking doing good. I know I am. I'm always doing good, man. When you got Jesus on your side, it can't do nothing but be good, you know? That's how God's grace is, man. I'm telling you. And it just started fucking raining, which I'm excited. It means it's gonna cool off, and so Sabbath nights, Sabbath period, Friday night, I spend all Friday preparing for Saturday so I can spend my time just with God. Like, if I wasn't doing this YouTube or other things, that you guys would not be seeing me. This whole time I would be in the Bible, and I would be doing meditations and that type of stuff, stretching, dieting, that type of stuff, studying, which we're going to be doing. I can't stop that just because I'm doing the videos, right? So I went and got pizza, but you guys rode with me, you guys walked with me, you guys went with me to go get Fat Cat's Pizza, which I came home, I started eating, and all the fireworks were going off. I was out here, walking back and forth, pacing, waiting for that last video to upload. It takes a while for that shit to upload, man. When I do an hour video, even when I come home and I'm using Spectrum, I'm getting 300 megabytes down on an average day, but my up speeds are only 30-40 megabytes. So you got to put that in retrospect, So, I got a 9 gigabyte file every time I upload, right? An hour video. It's only uploading 30 megabytes of that 9 gigabyte file every second, or whatever it is, So you gotta wait on that. And I love listening to music, I make music, I rap, I sing, I write music, I'm an artist. My artist name is Retrospect. That's not also what I don't just sing and rap, I preach and I teach, and that's what I'm going to be doing when we do True Serum Tour. I'm not going to be rapping. I'm not going to be singing for people. That's not what Life Stories Perspectives is about. And that's not what the True Serum Tour is about. So, and the reason why I say this is, I've mentioned this many, many times, all my music's great music, but if you listen to all the music that's out there, everyone's saying the same thing I'm saying, just in different words. I'm just flowing differently or the same way. My flow sounds just like half of the other people out there. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't even make sense for me to, that's not who I am really. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even find that gift until I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? And I was surrounded by, all those people that, those type of people that were in there trying to be fucking, the next rapper, which, that's not who I wanted to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the next big rapper. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not who it is I am. You get what I'm saying? I just found that gift of writing, which I always knew I wrote. I've always wrote, but I didn't know I had that gift to flow, in rhythmic, with rhythm, with rhymes, I just wrote. I found that gift. And, you get so bored, sitting down for that long, I wasn't, I was working a job in the kitchen, and, I was hustling in the out there, in the yard, but it's the streets, the same thing in a sense. You're just moving slower. That's all it is. A little bit more politics, but same thing. But I've always wanted to be a weatherman. So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm chasing storms. I'm chasing hurricanes. I'm a Linux guy, you know, I'm a Linux geek. I'm a computer geek. That's who I originally am. I'm a car geek. You get what I'm saying? That's who I really am. That's who I'm going to be, right? You know, and then I got, you know, the service background behind me. So, that's who I am as well, you know? And I've been on the boat, I've been on the water, I've been on the ocean, you know? So, and I'm missing it. I want to get back out there ASAP, as soon as possible. So, we are going out there, you know? We're going to be sailing around the world, right? So, and hopefully it's with Margot, you know? Like I said, she might not want to sail around the world, you know? She might, you know, or a job might come up, you know what I'm saying? She's young still, just like me, you know? She's searching herself, you know what I mean? She wants to have her own stuff, you know what I mean? So, you know, like if she wants her own YouTube channel, which she has her own YouTube channel, you know? Like, you know, she's starting out too, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, if she wants to go somewhere, I'm not going to tell my wife that she can't go, you know? Nor is my wife going to tell me, no, you can't go sail around the world. She's going to support it. She's going to be all for it, right? So, and that's why I proposed to Margarita, to Margot, because I knew that, you know, she would support what it is that I'm doing. Plus, she said she would go. So, you know, and she talked to me about it. I could never find a woman that would actually sit and talk to me about it. You know, I've had a couple girls say, yeah, I'll go. And I actually had one that was like ready to, like, this bitch would have dropped everything and went. And she was like ready. She was trying to go. Like, she was trying to get me to go fast. And I told her, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this has to be planned out and thought out. And she's like, no, I just want to go now. I want to run away with you. I'm like, no, that's not happening. We're not doing that. That right there told me that's not the woman that I want, because she wouldn't sit there and think about it with me, you know. Her mind was all over the place. It still is. She contacts me from time to time, and, you know, she asks how I'm doing and stuff, and, you know, I tell her, you know, you already know how I am, man. You know, when you're asking the question, you already know what the answer to the, you already know the answer to the question you're asking, you know. She just misses me, you know what I mean? She sees I got stuff going on, you know what I mean? She wants to be part of it, and unfortunately, you know, you're too late. She's too late, you know. It's the only one that I would ever let touch all my money, you know, the millions, you know, I'm about to be the richest person in the world. But, you know, Margarita, my daughter, the only women that are ever going to Margot, Ashlyn, are the only women that ever be able to touch my money. That's facts. That's factual. That's on God. That's on Jesus. Jesus is telling you that. So, but we're about to smoke, do some yoga, because my lower back is killing me. I'm over here banging music. You know, I'm fucking banging, you know, fucking Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Haystack, fucking, you know, Baz Believe, fucking Scrap. I'm fucking banging fucking Burden, fucking Jelly Roll, fucking Viral the Virus, Mad Child, Snack the Ripper, fucking Zion fucking Living Legends. We can keep on going. Chris Webby, Evil Ebenezer, La Coca Nostra, Ill Bill, fucking Terminology, Necro, Danny Brown, Doughboys Cash Out, Eastside Cheddar Boys, Seven the General. I just been banging all this music, even all the dance music I listen to. Lil Susie, Raquel. Lil Susie and Raquel, actually, is actually historical music. They're actually the first freestylers. They're the ones that were the first ones to actually start freestyling before rap. Before all this hip, like rap and all this stuff like that you see in this dance music. This freestyle dance music and stuff where people freestyle, they just put on a beat, at the bar, the DJs and, people freestyle to the actual beat. Raquel, and fucking Lil Susie are the ones that originally started the stuff. They're the first girls, one of the first girls to really set it off in the 80s, early 90s. That's factual, and I grew up listening to that music. That's the truth. You listen to them In My Dreams and Lil Susie, Take Me In Your Arms. You put those two songs on, alright, and you go get a nice car, get dressed up real good. And this is after you test her, bring her in the shitty car, she likes you, you like her, then get the nice car, bring out the nice car. You put those two songs on, Raquel, In My Dreams, and Lil Susie, Take Me In Your Arms. You put those two songs on, or Collage, 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 I'll Be Loving You, or Gangster of Love. You put those songs on, I guarantee you're getting laid. Or you put Paco 1 if you're Spanish. If you're Mexican, you put Paco 1. Uno las va. Listen, man. Listen. Paco 1, check them out. Check Paco 1 out. I'm telling you. Check all those names I just told you, all those songs. Best songs ever. You'll never... Listen, man. And welcome to Jamrock. Damian Marley. That's one of the best songs in the world. Hands down, period. One of the best artists in the world. There's no other better song than Damian Marley, Welcome to Jamrock. That song, there's no other song that represents the world culture and what it means to be at rock bottom, what it means to live in the slums, what it means to live or be in the barrio, you know what I mean, in the hood. You get what I'm saying? So, we are about to ride out. We're gonna do computer stuff. We're getting ready. I gotta get everything set up, which is set up, but I want to get my back stretched out. I want to smoke. I downloaded, Steam is downloaded, Grand Theft Auto 5 was downloaded. We gotta change settings on this so like the display never turns off, that type of stuff. So the only thing I've done to this since I've got it, since I bought it 2 days ago for $300, which we're gonna go over the specs and all that stuff. To buy this laptop right now, it was like $700, $800 refurbished on Amazon. To buy this laptop now, new, you're talking almost $1,700, $2,000, depending on what you get. You know what I mean? What you get, like the hard drive, what size hard drive. Which I said, we're going to go over the specs in a little bit. The only thing I've done on this so far, I'm going to keep Windows 11 on it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do with it in a minute. But all I've done to it is OBS Studio for us to do recording. And I put Steam on there so I can have Grand Theft Auto 5, which I bought batteries, which I wanted good batteries. I only wanted to spend $5. I didn't have money on me to buy the good batteries. So I'm gonna try out those Homelight batteries. See, maybe they're good batteries. We're about to log in. We got Kali Linux. So right now we're gonna be running Kali Linux and then Windows 11 and then that one over there, we might be working on that one as well tonight, but we might not get to it tonight, Whatever I don't get to, this is what it's going to be through the whole week. This whole week, all three of these machines are getting worked on, and I'm hoping that by the end of next week, when the 14 days are up, because I just pawned that other laptop, I got to wait 14 days before I can get it back out. They won't let me go get it. I can't go get, if I got money tomorrow, I can't go get it back out, which is stupid, but that's just how it is, And it's only going to cost me like $7. So I only borrowed $80 for the laptop to pay my internet bill. I got to go back. I'm basically going to be paying $90 to get it out. That's pretty cheap. So I would like to have that machine here, which we got to get that machine going too. Which, I cracked into that $500, right? We're starting out with $500. We're going to turn $500 into $1 million. However long that takes is however long it takes. But I'm going to show you guys the process. You guys will have to figure out whatever way to break that down, and apply it to whatever business you're doing. But you'll be able to do it if you really listen to what it is I'm saying, and follow me and subscribe. You'll be able to be successful, not only in business but just in general life. If you apply these things, and you let Jesus come in your heart, that's a promise. I know this because I've done it. And you gotta remember, I've achieved multi-millionaire status, with business partners, doing business with people, but I got fucked over and taken advantage by, certain individuals, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. This is why I'm running a business myself, I'm the boss, right? I was working with people, so therefore I wasn't a boss. You get what I'm saying? I was, I was part boss, I couldn't make a decision unless I had someone else's, permission. Which, to run a real business, you have to have it like that. In order just to even get a real license, you got to have a treasurer and all that stuff. You got to have to get a certain, to open up like an organization for a church and get tax write-off and stuff. You got to have a certain amount of people. You got to actually have these people's names, and they got to have their tax ID numbers, all this stuff. You got to have their social security numbers, all this stuff. And they all got to be in agreement and have it all on paper, on contract, and that's got to be on file with the government, with the state, because I'm going to be a citizen, right? If you want to be a citizen that represents who it is that you are, and the company and what it is the company is doing, and is giving back to the community, people, if you want to be a senator or anything like that, right? People want to know who you are. You gotta be able to provide this information for them, right? So this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing these things. Am I gonna be a senator? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I might run. Maybe not. I might run for president. Who knows? I might be the next Donald Trump. You never know. Would I want to be the next Donald Trump? Actually, I would. Donald Trump was a good president. The only thing that he fucking couldn't do is keep his goddamn mouth shut. A lot better than Obama. Obama's shit. He is. He's just a puppet on strings. I mean, so was all presidents are just really puppets. They're just a face of the Senate and all the corruption, the government corruption that is going on. But, at least he was, he told what was going on, right? The China virus, that was for real. He said China virus, man, that was for real. He wasn't lying. Trump wasn't lying. China really released that virus. And here you are, got the whole government fucking saying that, you can't say that. Why the fuck can't you say it? Are you scared to put someone on blast? You're scared to put a whole country on blast that is literally fucking over the monetary system? Have you looked at all the fucking ghost cities that they're building? They're building cities that are the size of New York, bigger, and they're completely empty. Why? Why would you do something like that? To fuck with the monetary system. They're in our credit system. They're in our international monetary system. They're playing real estate. They're buying all this money in debt. They're getting all this money credit. They're running all these other countries, getting all this credit from all these countries, and they're sinking it into their infrastructure, right? What do you think they're going to do? All these countries are going to go in debt. They're going to be, They're going to be in debt, dishing all this money out to this country, and that country is going to have all the infrastructure, all the people. They already have 1 billion people. They got all this people, all this infrastructure, and all this money that all these countries given to them to do what? Military. War. Why else would you do it? Because their country released COVID because their country's starving. Why do you think Russia went over there? Because Russia knows this. Russia's starving too. Russia knows they take over Ukraine. Ukraine is the most fertile land over there. They produce most of the wheat to the whole world. They have control of that. Then they have control of China, which they know this. They'll be feeding China. They'll have control. They'll have China by the nuts. China built a fucking island in the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean. Built one. For what? Why would you build an island in the middle of the ocean? War. A landing strip. Planes. Aircraft. Spacecraft. UFO spottings. Whatever you can think of. They're on this, they're doing shit, man. You know, and you think our country's not? Come on, man. That's why my Facebook went viral. That's why my last Facebook went viral. Because I told everybody, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, the government, you know, look up, listen, man, they don't tell us everything. Look up, the global warming's really happening. It was happening in the 70s before the electronic boom. They never really talked about that. Look up the typhoon tip. Look up the hurricane tip. It was the size of the United States. The size of Mexico. Bigger. If it went left or right, it would have wiped out all of us. But it didn't. And they didn't talk about it. Because it was in the middle of the ocean. Nobody ever knew about it unless you were military. Unless you were, you know what I mean? Unless you were, you know, a country that had, you know, satellite equipment. You know, you were NASA, that type of stuff. Those are the only people that knew about it. They were hush-hush about it. But, you know, the information got leaked over the internet. You know, Wikipedia. So I've been studying it. And it's insane that you know what I mean? The government, you know, knows all this stuff, won't tell us all this stuff. You know what I mean? All this stuff is happening, you know, and they hide it from us, you know, they think they're in control, but you know what? They're not in control. We got something better than them. They got all that money, all those weapons and stuff like that, but you know what we got? We have the Bible. We have Jesus. That's the one thing government don't got, because they don't believe in it. If they believed in it, they wouldn't be controlling people, doing the things that they do, right? It wouldn't be selfish. That's why this July 4th, you know, that's why I'm partying now. That's why I'm doing this, man. That's why I'm fighting for my margarita from Mago and stuff, because this country is shit. This country is using these women, and I've watched them. They used me. This country has used me for work. They've took advantage of me. People. Everyone gets taken advantage of, and I won't allow it no more. I won't allow it. Period. I'll never let anyone sucker punch me ever again. I'm always looking for it. Always. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming of it. It's crazy. But I'm about to smoke. I need to smoke. My back hurts. My back hurts. My head hurts. My lower back in between here, because I'm, you know, doing the yoga all the time and stuff. I got to keep on doing it. So, I smoked that Roxanne. It's really fucking good. I smoked a joint of it about 4 hours ago. 3 hours ago, maybe. I still have a little buzz, but I'm kind of coming down, you know. It's really good. It's really fresh, though. It's still kind of moist. It smokes just fine. It smokes great, but it burns slowly. This is when you're supposed to smoke it. Like, this is the perfect time to smoke it. It's when you get the best flavor, you know, it's smooth, it doesn't burn, that type of stuff. You know, when it gets dry, too dry, it burns fast, you know. But this Roxanne, the taste is there, the smell is there. It's really it almost reminds me of mint. It's really minty. It's minty and lemony. It's almost like a lemon balmy, you know, it's like It's really lemony, but like, I don't know if you could. I don't know how to describe the smell, but if you could describe the smell and picture it, it's round. If you could picture like the shape, like lemony, balmy. I don't know why I'm thinking it's round. I don't know why the shape. I'm getting a shape, but a shape is really earthy. Definitely piney, minty, lemony, balmy. And almost has like it has a faint cellar smell. Like how like you go in like a basement and you open like an old cellar with like the wooden door and you see like all those glass containers and shit. Almost like that wood smell. That piney wood smell. That's exactly what this smells like. But it has notes of the lemon balm in it. That's exactly. It smells like a fucking cellar. That's what it smells like. A pine tree, it smells like they took a pine tree, made boards, right? Made a fucking closet. There's a bunch of books in it at one time. That's what it smells like. And the buzz is there. The taste is there, the buzz is there. But it's not as strong as, it's nowhere near as strong as the jelly cake and the red runs. Nowhere near. So that's what we're gonna smoke. I was kind of like, actually, I was expecting it to be more, because every time I say that, because it's called Roxanne, and every time I hear Roxanne or say it, I think of that song, Roxanne, that 70s song, Roxanne, or 80s, or whatever. You know what song I'm talking about. The song's called Roxanne. It's on the radio all the time. It's one of my favorite songs I should listen to, Roxanne. And that's exactly what I thought of when I grabbed it too. When I seen it, I said Roxanne, I thought of that song. And it's nice. They're letting them go. I thought a gun went off. That just reminded me of a mortar. That just sounded like a mortar. I'm about to have flashbacks, bro. Listen, I'm not lying. Listen, you see? It's loaded. It's got 5 shells in it, 1 loaded. Winchester X. Yeah. I sleep with it. I have to. I sleep better with it. Oh, and this is the Roxanne. I grabbed the wrong one. That's how much that fucking got me fucked up. Yeah. This is what we want. No, I lied. I'm pretty... Which one is it, man? This is what we're doing. We're just gonna mix all of it, right? They're all going together anyways. Goes on. Boom! I'm about to go... I want to go watch those. Alright. We're saving this for tomorrow. This is Sunday. And then I'll smoke most of this tomorrow and I'll have some left over for Monday, so we're gonna have to get on the grind. So this is what I'm about to smoke. That's what we're smoking tonight while we do computer stuff. All night tonight, that's what we're blazing. I'm gonna go put this in the drawer. I mentioned before, I'm trying to fill this drawer up before I leave. So I have all these containers. I'm gonna attempt to, have these full, I'm gonna be having 4 of them a month. One a week while I travel around the world. I'm gonna attempt to. So, and I'm not sailing around the world like to try to see how fast I'm getting around the world. That's not what this is. I'm gonna be sailing around the world, going from port to port, doing documentaries, checking out these countries, meeting people. I'm going in their homes, all that stuff. Seeing what people will let me into their life, talking about pollution, what's going on in their country, all that stuff. I'm going to be speaking in different languages, translating this stuff for you guys, translating these things for you guys. So it's going to be tough, it's not going to be easy, that's why I need Margarita. She's got to come. I got to have her no matter what. I got to con this woman to stay on this boat with me and be graceful enough, gentleman, so she don't throw me off the boat. But this cat was at Bill's house when he stopped by to give me my milk that I had over there. He kept it in the freezer for me, and he gave me some bottled water and shit, and some bananas. He always gives me bananas, and I seen this, bro. I had to have it. I had to. It was his sister Jenny's. I was like, dude, can I have that? He's like, you gotta talk to my sister. I asked Jenny, I was like, is there any way I can have this? And she said, yeah. I told her I would get her another stuffed animal or something. When I get one, I see one, I'm gonna buy it for her. So, yeah, dude, I'm trying to see what year it came out. This is from my age. I grew up with this stuff, This was my favorite cartoon growing up. One of my favorite cartoons characters. I love cats, It's always been my thing. Says Looney Tune characters, names, and are related. Or tradebacks of Warner Brothers 1994. This is from 1994, man. It's crazy. The year before my second youngest brother was born. He was born in 95. I remember 94 really clear, actually. I was 5 years old. It's right before I met my real dad. I have all my memories as a kid. I remember. I remember my childhood like it was yesterday. I do. It's crazy. I talk to a lot of people that I try to ask them. They don't remember stuff like that all the time. Which Ryan did. Ryan was the first person that lived. Ryan across the street from me. He was the first person that really said that he had a memory from 5 years old that he hasn't seen his mom since 5. And it really hit me hard that he remembered that. Because that's basically where a lot of my pain stemmed from, why my addiction started and stuff. Was from my childhood, the trauma that I went through. Seeing my mom get mentally abused, physically abused, you know what I mean? Beat on, constantly. Me constantly getting beat on, all the drugs and violence, My stepdad was on fucking America's Most Wanted, man, Like, come on, not everybody goes through that, Like, that's crazy. My stepdad was on America's Most Wanted. Like, this is in my house, The FBI'ers, my mom's coming home with fucking her car fucking covered in fucking powder because, they want fingerprints from the car, you know what I mean? And here she is, she's so fucking worried about getting high and getting money, to get high instead of washing the car off. She comes home with it with powder all over it still. You know what I'm saying? And fucking my neighbors see it and stuff, And as a kid, I didn't think anything of it, But now I'm, this age and everything I've been through and seen, like, now I know what the fuck she was up to. You know what I'm saying? This bitch was on one. And so was my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? My mom's eating fucking Xanax and fucking Somas and Tylenol 4s and fucking Furanol with codeine. They don't even make those no more. Them bitches are good. Yeah, shit. Pop a couple Furanol and codeine. It's caffeine and codeine. That's what Furanols are. Caffeine and codeine. Listen, man, I was 13 years old, 12 years old, eating fucking 15 fucking 10 Furanols in a day, going to school. Okay? I'm 12 years old, alright, eating fucking, 10 Furanols in one day. You're talking, I'm already hopped up on fucking codeine and caffeine at 12. I'm basically a heroin addict and a caffeine addict at 12 years old. Every day, I'm taking this stuff from my mom. I mean, more than my mom is. It's crazy to think about this stuff. Put this shit in perspective, My mom, and you gotta remember, during the 90s, they didn't track drugs like they did now. You know what I mean? My mom was doctor shopping and shit. So was my stepdad. They were going to fucking 4 or 5 different doctors. They had fucking 6, 7 scripts. You know what I mean? You'd think they'd be loaded. They'd have tons of money. No, they were fucking blowing it all at the casino and shit. And fucking, stepdad's blowing it all on rock. You get all that money from all those pills, you blow it all on rock and fucking and hookers and going to the casino instead of staying with my ma. Racking it up, you know what I mean? Being a real fucking hustler, you know what I mean? Like I've been, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Crazy to me. Blows my motherfucking mind, man. The only thing that guy had that he had nice to show for was a Mustang. He had a 1970 Mach 1 Boss with a 351 Cleveland that was built. It was decked out to a 429 Cobra Jet. It had a top Liberty built trans, like you see those Riser transes and stuff like that, on fucking on the TV, on Discovery Channel and all that, fucking on Street Outlaws and stuff. He had a car like that, and fucking this thing, I've seen this guy do fucking wheelies. My stepdad used to on Telegraph the road that, you guys see that videos on that I walk down on, we're riding the bus, he would put $100 bill on the dash of the car, and he would take people for rides, and he would tell everyone, he would stick it with like gum or a piece of tape, and fucking he would tell everybody that rode in the car, he'd take people for car rides, he'd tell everybody, when I take off at the light, if you can reach onto the dash and grab that 100, you can have it. No one's ever been able to grab it. At least from what I was told. So, yeah, it's nice. It's pretty fast. That's good. It's a quick car. I remember it. It took 10 years. It took 10 years for the guy to build it in his garage for my stepdad. And that's the guy that fucking killed the guy named C.J. Hall. He killed the guy, his girl, his sweet thing, his boo thing, Denise, which was, the same as my mom pretty much. Same name, fucking was my mom's friend and stuff, fucking, Dan, this guy, his name was Dan, fucking, crazy, man. Fucking, my stepdad fucking took him, my stepdad been to jail, all that shit for this. He did time for this, everything. They took him, my Dan had him take him down over here to Taylor, Michigan, to the liquor store. Dan knew dog was gonna be at the liquor store somehow. Dan was like some ex-Green Beret or something like that from fucking, like, Vietnam. Dude was older than my stepdad, way older. And, his girl was, cheating on him, had an affair with this guy. I remember the guy's name clearly, C.J. Hall. I remember watching it on fucking Easter morning. Fucking on, I was young, I was like 6. I remember watching it Easter morning, fucking on, in the 90s, 96, right after the fucking Timothy McVeigh bombing. And, I remember watching this shit, you know what I mean? The fucking dude, CJ Hall had, CJ fucking got stabbed. This dude had my stepdad take him up there and fucking stab CJ Hall, fucking, this dude, that was the dude's name, 16 times in the chest with the little fucking, those little fucking, those little Boy Scout pocket knives, those cheap ones, you know, with the little bottle opener and shit. Killed him with that, man. Dropped his body, man, like that. Crazy to me. Cause girl was cheating on him. Then he kidnapped her and tried to take her to Chicago and force her to marry him. Fucking crazy. Are you stupid? She's cheating on you already. What the fuck? You think she's gonna marry you? The fuck's wrong with you, dude? Fucking crazy. My mom told me fucking he's a creep that fucking for a while, for a few years, he was sending her fucking nobody was writing him and shit, and fucking somehow he got a hold of our address and was like sending my mom fucking letters and shit, fucking begging her to send him somehow fucking come to the prison and somehow fucking throw her dirty panties over the fucking fence for him, or like somehow ship him in. Like, she told me fucking he was like coming up with these extravagant fucking things and like trying to write it in code and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Crazy shit, man. My mom said he should be getting out soon. Blows my mind that they're gonna be letting this guy out. I haven't talked with this. This was a while ago. This was years ago, though. Dude might already be out. It's crazy to me. I'm ready to smoke. I'm ready to smoke, do yoga. It fucking looks like it stopped raining. It definitely cooled off. It's kind of nice. Alright, we have a filter. Didn't work. Worked the second time. You really don't have to flick it that hard. I just wasn't holding it in the right spot. If you hold it down farther. I gotta put cardboard at the butt for like to hold the tip open. It's not a filter. It's not filtering anything. It's just holding the tip open. It hits better, man. It hits harder. I can drag on it just a little bit without it running and get a decent hit. I'm trying to get stoned because we got a lot to do. Which I'm gonna do this yoga. So what's funny is, right? It's gonna take an hour just for this to upload, right? Which takes the time out, you know, for me talking to you guys. I get tired, you know what I'm saying, while I'm waiting. So, I'm gonna upload, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a yoga nap, you know. I'm gonna meditate and stuff, and I'm gonna let it upload, and I'm gonna quiet my mind and relax, and I'm gonna make coffee. So when we go, I'm gonna have things kind of ready in a sense, you know. But I'm learning this video recording stuff. I'm gonna be learning a lot of this stuff. So, you know, you guys are gonna be learning with me. You know, it's not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be struggling with some stuff. You know, so you know, you're not gonna see everything get done tonight. You get what I'm saying? You know, this is why I let you guys into my life, because that's kind of how life is. You know. I'm building these systems, and you know, all these systems weren't designed to talk to each other. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be downloading a bunch of cool software, you know, doing cool things that, you know, normal people wouldn't be doing on an everyday basis, that you wouldn't even know you could do, that will help you, you know, whatever it is you're doing out there. So, yeah. It's nice. That's real nice. We're going to be reading tonight too. So, which is going to be later. That'll be the last video before I go to bed. So I'm going to end up probably making 2 more videos, 2 more hour videos. One with computer stuff. And then the last one will be, we're probably just going to be reading. So expect computer stuff and then Jesus stuff. Right now we're about to, it's already 50 minutes almost, so after I smoke this, I'm going to do a 10-minute, 15-minute session, stretch my back and stuff. Nothing crazy, just some basic, movements. Some basic stretches, that type of stuff, because I'm going to be hunched over on this computer, which hurts the most. After a while, what hurts the most is my right wrist. I have carpal tunnel in both wrists from typing all these years from the computers. That's also why I smoke a lot of marijuana. Because I've been working really hard. You guys actually, you don't see a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now because I'm uploading videos. I got to do stuff in the background and get stuff done. That. It sucks. I don't have enough camera equipment for you guys to record everything just yet. So, once I get everything, you guys will be seeing all the stuff that I am doing, in the background you don't see. I gotta have help. I don't have somebody hovering over me. I'm not paying no cameraman or nothing, Nor do I really want to pay a cameraman. That's awkward. It's one thing if we're walking like a trail, if I'm doing like a documentary or something, but right now, like this, just doing this, no, I don't need somebody hovering over me. I'll end up punching them. They'll be missing teeth. Yeah. This is all 3 of those mixed together. Yeah. That one right there. My mouth is watering, like, it tastes that good. I just want to taste like it tastes that good. Oh my God. And it's starting to get resined up too, so listen, the Jelly Cake, Red Runts, and Roxanne, those 3, all indica and hybrid. Bro. Listen, man. This is the best joint I've ever had. Ever. Best tasting, the best quality, the best. It's not harsh. My mouth is watering, like. We're gonna have a good night. Listen, I'm about to do yoga. I'm gonna literally take a nap. I'm gonna try to take a nap so we can do this all night. We need to get some more money. I'm about to go get more. I'm about to turn into a fucking fiend. This is bad. We definitely got to get some programming done. I got to make up for it. Earn this money. I can't wait to show everybody my stuff. I can't wait till people use my stuff and start buying subscriptions. When I roll out my app and people start buying subscriptions, I'll be very, very happy. It means I accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish, and it means that people actually enjoy what it is that I have provided for them, provided for the world, which will be amazing. There won't be words to describe it. All I know is my family will be thankful, and so will the world. Whoever uses this app will be thankful, will be very happy to have it on their phone. It'll be the number one app for them to use. It'll be just like YouTube. It'll be right next to YouTube, it'll be right next to Facebook, it'll be right next to your banking app. That's facts. I'm done. I'm cooked. I want to hit it again, but I don't need to. I'm there. I'm there. Holy fuck, man. Yeah. Time for some yoga. Time to stretch my back. I'm actually gonna take this hand off. Take my hair out. Get fucking retarded when you go to roll back and you have this right here, that bone in your head. It's hard to. It's just awkward because you want your head flat, because you're gonna be rolling backwards. And I gotta stretch my back. Cause I was standing there for about an hour, hanging out with Bill. I told Bill, I'm rocking out this weekend. I'm not having anybody over. I had to kick him out. So I didn't really kick him out. We went down to his house and I told him I got to get to work. He told me, he's like, well, come down and get this milk, and I got some water for you, some bananas. I'm like, bet. I went down and got those, and then as soon as I got back here, I'm thankful because it started raining. As soon as I walked in the door, it started raining. Which, it just started to back up again. So I kind of like having like the, like I leave a gap, I let it be longer, so when I lay back, I can just, move it out of the way. Because if I have it tight up against my head, it's aggravating. It's in the way. Alright. As long as I lay my head flat, we're good. Mentora, she's out. She was just sleeping right here. She just woke up. So all we're doing is this. Literally is rolling backwards. So, if this cuts out, I apologize if it cuts out, but, I'm not going to be doing much other than yoga, so. All you guys are doing is watching me. I'm not going to be talking or anything, so. Watch out, kitty. Yeah, go over there. But the camera's in the way. This is it. Oh my God. So the best thing to do to crack your back and get it aligned, and so all your pain goes away, is not only do this, but when you go back down, breathe in first, fill up your stomach, then your chest, and fill it up as hard as you can. Breathe in as hard as you can until you can't no more, until it hurts almost. Strain yourself, and then hold your breath. And then what happens is your cavity, your chest cavity, your stomach cavity is full of air. It's outstretched, it's fully, compressed. It When you go to roll down, it stretches your spine out. Oh, you'll hear it pop. It'll go brrr. When you do that, you got to fill up your chest all the way and your stomach. So fill up your stomach first, then your chest. And when you come down, hold your legs, your spine, you'll feel between your shoulder blades and your whole spine. It'll go brrr. It's like an orgasm. Listen, all your back pain, all that shit will go away eventually, man. You'll never have back pain you'll have back pain. Everybody always hurts, is achy, God cursed us. That's why we're never supposed to suffer or ache, The only reason why that happened was because of Lucifer. And God because of Lucifer's rebellion, he had to show all of the creation that, his law is true. His law does last forever. His law is perfect. So he used us as highest creation as, he showed everyone else, he used us to show it. It's also to test us. Because we're his highest creation, he used us to show it. He wants to test us so that he can use us, whoever is tested and, and fights good, he's going to put the work, because everyone's good at something, Everyone can be used. Anyone can be used that he's created to fight against all the other evil that he's trying to take out that was created because of Lucifer's original rebellion. Which Satan drives it all. He was cast down to this earth. That means he ruled all of the universes. All of the universes were already corrupted because of him. It wasn't just us. It was all of the universes. But because he disguised himself as a serpent and corrupted us as well, God was so mad, he said, He cast him down to the earth. I was like, you know what? This is where it's all gonna happen. Listen, man, all of the universes, everything centers on us, on Jesus, on this earth. Everything, all of the universe, our universe, and all of the other universes that are around it, we are the center. Jesus is the center of it. Which is the original boom, when you meditate, all that stuff, which I'll be going over those things, which I do those things. I dance and stuff like that, like the Indians do, I do sacred, tantric things, I make certain sounds and stuff like that. I go into a trance. I do these things for a certain long mountains. I do these for a long period of time, and I do these sounds like all these different vibrations, and the signal, the frequency, the vibration releases certain chemicals in your brain that trigger and they get released, and you go into a trance. You go into a deep state, and you're able to feel and see dreams and visions and other things and stuff like that. A lot of people can't get that far. They don't know how to train their body to do it. That's why they fast, because that's the best way to start training your body in order to start, using the attention, the focusing, because it takes so much effort and so much attention and energy and attention span to do these things that, and the evil one is driving you crazy, you know what I mean? He wants you to think, he doesn't want you to do these things. He don't want you to have a deep inner, state connection with the earth, you know what I mean? And be grounded again, on the earth. That's why my door is always open and stuff, That's why I'm always walking outside in the morning barefoot. I'm grounding myself out. I walk through the grass, you know what I mean? People don't ever do that. That's why they're sick. You gotta ground yourself out, man. You gotta be out there. Like right now, after I turn off this camera and upload this, I'm about to go walk out in the rain. I'm gonna go stand in the rain and walk through the street and stuff. I'm gonna ground myself out. I'm gonna go, basically take a shower. I might grab a bar of soap. I'm serious. That's how poor I am. I really don't have $70,000. I don't have no money at all. See, my house, it's a shack, It's a piece of shit. I live in a box, so, yeah. I'm gonna go, grab a bar of soap and go dance in the rain, and, yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Do some computer stuff. Take care. God bless you. For everyone that, can't stay up and see me tonight, you'll see me tomorrow, so be safe.